The archaeological site of Paphos is located at the western end of the island of Cyprus, on the coast. Paphos is thought to have been named after a legendary figure, Paphos, son of Pygmalion. Pygmalion was believed to have carved an ivory statue of Aphrodite that was brought to life by the goddess and became the woman Galatea. Originally, the New Testament city known as Paphos, commonly known as New Paphos, was the port town for the much older cult centre and city, which became known as Old Paphos. Old Paphos was dedicated to the worship of the Greek goddess Aphrodite, known as Venus to the Romans, who was believed to have been born nearby, and whose temple at Old Paphos contained a stone cone thought to represent the goddess. The future Roman Emperor Titus stopped here to visit the temple and stone in 69 AD, on his way to Jerusalem to lay siege to the Jewish capital. Both Old and New Paphos were located about 10 miles apart and were connected by a sacred road. New Paphos was refounded in circa 312 BC, and during the Ptolemaic control of Cyprus, the Ptolemies made New Paphos the capital of Cyprus instead of Salamis, due to its port and easy access to nearby timber, which was vital to maintain Egypt's fleets. When Rome took over control of Cyprus in 58 BC, they kept New Paphos as the capital. Old Paphos by the New Testament era had become the religious centre of Cyprus, and New Paphos the political centre. The famous Roman statesman and lawyer Cicero lived and governed here during his proconsulship over the province of Cilicia, and the city would remain the seat of many future Roman governors, like Sergius Paulus. Pompey the Great also briefly stopped at Paphos on his flight from Greece to Egypt after his defeat by Julius Caesar at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC. The city was badly damaged by an earthquake in 15 BC, and the Roman Emperor Augustus provided aid to the city to help rebuild. In honour of this, the city for a time was renamed after Augustus. Paphos would recover and reached its height in about the 3rd century AD, though after this a string of devastating earthquakes and a gradual silting up of its port would lead to the slow decline of the city over the centuries, and the capital was shifted back to Salamis. Saul and his companions visited New Paphos on Paul's first missionary journey that is found recorded in Acts chapter 13 verses 6 to 13. It was in this city that Saul, who would soon be renamed to Paul, led the Roman proconsul Sergius Paulus to the Lord, after being opposed by the Jewish sorcerer and false prophet named Bar-Jesus and Elymas, whom God judged with blindness. Paul and his companions after this departed Cyprus from the city's port. Some significant archaeological remains that could be seen include the remains of 4 large Roman residences decorated with numerous mosaics depicting various mythological scenes. Other prominent remains at the site include the Roman city walls, an Odeon, a theatre, the Agora, and an Asclepion.